Okay. This is me. That sounds stupid to say that. This is me. Hi, I'm me. Everybody's MicheleMarieDalene, and this is an idea that we're trying to get our uh, PAL camera to interface in with the Intel Mac. It's using a program called Minicam. That's Manycam. Minicam is a third-party multiplexer. It takes the video from a video source and allows it to be recorded to multiple output sources. Another one that's somewhat similar to the concept is called Soundflower, which is a little bit different because it does audio and it's a bit different than this. Right now, sorry the picture looks like crap. Part of the reasons is that the way Google Hangouts will take this picture and it turns it from a standard 4:3 into a 16:9 ratio picture, and that has resulted in some really weird results, putting it bluntly. But this is the first time we've actually been able to do it. I've tried to do it several times this morning. And we've had all kinds of technical problems. Now, some of you guys out there might be really excited to say, oh, great! Now I can go ahead and do Google Hangouts chat with Michelle. One moment there. Yes, we will be able to do that. Once we finally figure out all the little itty-bitty issues of video and graphics and resolution, and you can see that the camera has, on the Google Hangout side of it at least, it looks like crap. And I apologize for that, guys. That's not my camera. My camera is still shooting at the full SMPTE standard. It's just that the software is doing all kinds of crazy crap to it and trying to make it all work. I don't even know if my frame rates are yet. I have not checked to see how the frames are going into the computer, and Mr. Frame has got his messy ears again. I gotta clean these out. And, it seems like I haven't been able to keep up with his ears during the summer because I've been too busy at the house. Now I can start to work on things a bit. And I'm sorry I don't look like the greatest. I actually have been trying to do a lot of things. And one of those things happens to be is getting my videos out there and trying to get the apartment set back up. And as I already mentioned in one of my other videos, we no longer are on Section 8. That is done. That is over. That is in the chapter of my life closed. We're not going to go back there. Okay, and then apparently it seems like that video became very popular. And I'm very happy to see that it was popular. I do hope that my participating housing authority will use that video as a training video of how to not irritate clients. And I'm going to be getting $146 in food stamps. That's the only thing I'm going to be getting extra. I'm not going to be getting cash help. But the $146 extra for the food stamps, and the rent's going to be $700 a month. The phone's going to be kept. The satellite dish is going bye-bye. I already called Dish Network, and they're sending me a return box because the equipment is leased gear. It's not that they own the equipment. I could have bought the equipment originally, but I didn't want to because the equipment becomes obsolete relatively quickly for companies like Dish Network and a few others. Now they have a TV service called Sling, which works like satellite dish without the satellite dish part of it. The program tier is a little smaller. The prices are still a little bit shockingly high. I don't know what the program packages are. But at this point, with the only about $60 in cash to work with this month, there will not be any practical way to have that package. Okay, but we will be working on it. This technology that we're using is also going to be of great value to allow you and your friends and your family to do things with a large variety of things. I don't know how much the video is being chewed up by the converter, and how much of the video, of course, is being chewed up by the minicam program, or chewed up by the odds and ends of the things that make it all work. But one of the things that a lot of people, and me included, have been wanting to say to Google is, why in the heaven's name did you do this where you took out the FireWire support for so many cameras? It's not helpful. That there are still people who do have FireWire equipment, TV camcorders they want to use, to the Formac FS10, to the, even the HAA-IOLA breakout box, which I might want to buy, but that's something else altogether. I'm not going to go into it right now. Because I'm not going to go ahead and continue to do this live streaming this way on YouTube, on Google Hangouts. It's just not worth it. It's just too time consuming. It's too difficult to do. It means I have to lug a Macintosh into my bedroom. That means I have to swap cables around, and there's no guarantee that the audio levels are right. There's no guarantee the video levels are right. There's no guarantee that anything is right. Okay? That's all I can tell you. It's just an additional thing that I have to figure out how to make it all work. And for some of us, there is such a thing called diminishing returns, when you have to decide if it's going to be worth your time to use this video gear for streaming live videos. I want to, because it's my camera, and I think I got the camera a little bit too loud. Too brightness, a little bit too high. So let me just adjust that on the camera, because the sun's coming out now. So let me just adjust it. Now, that's pretty right there. So, I want to show you something else too. Since talking about equipment, I mentioned these boxes before, and I have to admit that I'm still having some growing pains with these. I'm going to show you one that drives inside here. This is a hard drive. It's a SATA hard drive. And this box here is kind of cool, because this lets you plug your favorite hard drives in here. As you can see, I got one in here already. And I have a set so right now I can just swap them out, just some plugs. What I want to put within, this plugs right back in there. Done. And just cover up so it snaps on and off pretty easily. I did it that way because it makes it a lot easier for upgrading up the hard drives, because I don't have a lot of cases like this to throw around. how does all this work anyway for you, this technology? Pretty good, usually. Okay. So, now, I don't know if I ever showed my audience this device before. You showed them this partially, but you didn't show them all the details of it. Okay, so this is new to them. You got it. Okay. Okay. So anyway, I got it set up so I can set the box together. Okay. Well, let's look at the back of this. This has two FireWire 800 connectors and a standard USB 2.0, a power connector, and an on-off button. Okay. Now, these USB cables come with, and each one of these drives come with one of each. A standard FireWire 800 to FireWire 400. That's the standard 6-pin. And the FireWire 800 to FireWire 800 cable. This allows you to daisy chain these two drives together. And that's pretty easy to do. They just plug into the hole right here. One. And two. And then, of course, you need one more cable to plug into the computer, right? And by the way, unlike the standard FireWire 400, some of those drives have a notorious problem in the sense that if some of these connectors are on the computer side of things are poorly made, you can, and you're really not thinking, you can accidentally plug these in upside down, which is extremely bad to do that. But I wouldn't be surprised, if people have done it before. I know I did that a couple of times with some dodgy plugs and let the magic smoke out of some gear. These can support, they were originally made by Omega and then I bought them surplus, unassembled. In other words, they didn't have to go drives in them, obviously. The cases came as they did from the original factory, with as you would see them, and be distributed to the factory floor. Which has the case, the screws, the mounting brackets, the pieces here and there, a few odds and ends, including warning: opening this case avoids your warranty. Oh, I'm sorry, I avoided my warranty from the time I put it together. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these drives are really not designed to handle FireWire 800 because they're not really more than SATA 1. And something in this interface makes these hard drives not work quite as well as they can on FireWire 800. So on the FireWire 400, they work properly. They are recognized by the system and things like that. So now you can plug these in and use these drives for Linux. Yes, I'm going to get a bigger hard drive for that, so we can install Linux on one Mac, the Power Mac G5. Yes, I did install Debian on one of these drives, but I don't know. It's got problems because, as I said, the drive is not was designed to handle that kind of that bus speed, and it gets all confused and doesn't properly initialize. Now, I know for a fact that it is not the computer bus. All right. I already know for a fact it is not my computer bus on my Mac. But as I said, there's things about these drives that, you know how small those pins are in this cable? Actually, not that small. Really? They're wiper pins. They wipe on the... Okay. Well, anyway, so to make a long story short, the drives inside is only a 40 gig and an 80 gig, so they're really kind of crappy anyway. So I'm gonna do is maybe in a few months is we are going to get a few new ones. Next project on our list, now that we're starting to get our things organized, is we gotta plug my TDD back into the phones. So I can finally communicate with more people because I can't. People don't realize that with hearing loss, I do not always hear them well. That brings up a topic I want to address really quick because a lot of men on Google Hangouts, especially men, are constantly trying to call me and try to have conversations with me. I don't mind the conversations, but there's a couple problems that you need to think about. Number one, I do not live on Google Hangouts. Okay, I do not have an eat, breathe, excrete Google Hangouts chat requests. Okay, right now, the amount of people I usually chat on Google Hangouts is a very few, the small collection of people. Andrew Pauline from Newfoundland, Canada is one. Dory, my girlfriend, is another. There's no real reason for me to go through and have all these chat requests with you because it's just not feasible to do it. But, oh well, you try. So let's get back to the Google Hangouts versus the Pal Studio Gear. I don't want to marry the two together. In fact, I want to give them a quick divorce. I'll tell you why. One, I mean it. I am not bringing my Power Mac on my Intel Mac back into that bedroom again. Okay? Two, I don't like the idea of having to dick around with my cables and trying to make sure that nothing gets broken. Three, it's not worth it. It's just not worth the aggravation to try to do Google Hangouts on air like this. However, I'm glad it works. It's a proof of concept. It proves that it can be done. But it does not make it any easier for me to explain how I can make it work. Okay? I have to be honest, I'm very disappointed at the video quality of the picture. I don't know what the problem is. I'd like to check out a few ideas. And I know I can change the video settings and because MacCam gives two modes. I'm using the RGB mode. Maybe I should be using the other one, which is a component video. I don't know. But anyway, that's the phone. I got it ringing. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. Okay? Bye-bye, everybody. Hello? Yeah? Call me at the house one. Almost out of minutes. 860-738-7167. Okay, bye. Hello? Yeah, now you can hear me, right? Right now I'm trying some video software for the computer right now to see if we can